It's all about the clap back. Get your boss whacked, Premier's funeral on Snapchat. You now tuned into the bag.
What's good, y'all? Fisk Vegas, the hardest voice in sports. Go ahead, hit that like button and subscribe to the Fisk Schooner while you at it. Y'all know what time it is. If you ain't with it, you best get with it. Now let's rock. Shout out to my man Lebron. Shout out to Anthony Davis. Shout out to Rob Pelinka. Shout out to everybody on the Lakers. It's about damn time. It took 2 games longer than it should have. It should have been a sweep. Then they got a mercy game. Then it should have been over in 5. But LeBron want to pass the ball instead of taking game-winning shots. It is what it is. Thank God. Because the Giants got robbed in Dallas. I was feeling depressed. But long and behold, the king, the GOAT, God's gift of basketball, LeBron James, brings home the trophy in Game 6. Let's go. Woo! Let's get it. My man LeBron got a title with the Lakers. Let's go. Let's go. LeBron got a title with the Lakers. How you doing, haters? Haters, how you doing? Haters, listen. Go to the pill cabinet. Okay. Go get you something sharp. Go drink bleach. Go jump out your window. Go run in front of a bus. Do whatever it is you need to do. But you remove yourself from the earth. If you still hating on LeBron, if you're still hating on the Lakers, if you're still hating on the Lakers, remove yourself from the earth. We don't need you. This is a time for celebration. This is a time for partying. This is a time to be happy. LeBron James has gone to the Western Conference and won a chip. Jordan ain't never do that. LeBron dominated the East, and then he came to the West, got the #1 seed, smacked Damian Lillard, smacked Russ and Harden. Then he beat Jokic and Murray, and then he goes and beats this Heat team. There's nothing else to prove. LeBron is the GOAT. He don't got to play another game. He can retire tonight. He is still the effing GOAT. You put some respect on this man's name. This man is a walking legend. This is Michael Jackson. This is Prince. This is Elvis. This is Michael Jordan. This is greatness. You should be honored that your eyeballs get to glance at LeBron James through a television screen. Don't you ever disrespect this man. This man is the GOAT. The greatest that ever played. He's God's gift to basketball. God blessed this earth when he made LeBron James and put a basketball in his DNA. LeBron James was born with basketballs flowing through his veins. Oh my gosh. I was disappointed in LeBron after Game 5 because LeBron James couldn't miss. The only knock on LeBron is he trusts his teammates too much. He has too much faith in these scrubs like Kyle Korver and George Hill and freaking whatever his name is, Danny Green and Markieff Morris. If LeBron James actually had real teammates who would clutch, he'd have 10 rings. He'd be 10-0 in the finals if he had more clutch teammates. If LeBron James just had some clutch teammates, he'd be 10-0, man. My goodness, if LeBron could have got Ray Allen, Anthony Davis, and like Dwayne Wade for the entirety of his career, he had 10 rings. I mean, my goodness, just get some teammates that could do something. This man LeBron James has taken multiple teams to the finals. You can't even name the 10 starting lineups that he took to the finals. You can name the Jordan lineups. You can name the Magic lineups. You can't name all these randoms that LeBron James has been to a finals with teams that had Matthew Dellavedova on it. He's been to finals with teams that have had Mo Williams and Donyell Marshall on them. He's been to finals with teams that started J.R. Smith and Amon Shumpert. He's been on teams that have started Danny Green and some guy named Alex Caruso. LeBron James has taken multiple teams to the finals, and he has come through with flying colors. Put some respect on this man's name. Who's ever done that? 3 different franchises, people. 2 on the East, 1 on the West. Who's ever done it like this? If it was this easy, how come Giannis ain't been to a championship yet? Why has Giannis not been to the finals? Everybody said, oh, LeBron's in the Eastern Conference. He's in the Eastern Conference. Anybody can go to 8 straight finals in the East. Why Giannis ain't been to a finals yet? He's back-to-back MVP. Why Brad Stevens with Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown and Marcus Smart can't get to a final? Why Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons can't get to a final? If it's that easy, why everybody ain't doing it, people? LeBron James goes to the West. It said he couldn't win. The man got a title with the Lakers. Listen, LeBron James brought 2 titles to Miami. He saved that franchise. He goes back to Cleveland. He brought a championship to the city of Cleveland. Cleveland had a championship in 50 years. The only thing Cleveland was known for is the Cleveland was waiting on the next the fumble, the drop, whatever the next is in Cleveland, the decision. They're waiting on the next whatever the next bad moment is. That's what Cleveland was waiting on. And then they got the 3-1 lead. They overcame the 73-19. LeBron did that. And then he goes to LA. Lakers ain't been to the playoffs since Kobe was in his prime. Kobe was still dropping 40 a night the last time the Lakers was in the playoffs. It was 2012. What was that, 2012? That was the Steve Nash Laker team. Remember Steve Nash and Dwight Howard and Kobe was supposed to be a super team? Yeah, that team. Steve Nash is coaching the Nets, for crying out loud. That's how long ago it's been. Kobe was up for the Hall of Fame this year, and Steve Nash is coaching the Nets. That's how long it's been since they've been in the playoffs. LeBron went to this franchise, the Lakers, and got them a title. Everybody laughed at the Lakers. The Lakers were a laughing stock. Remember, D'Angelo Russell and Brandon Ingram and Jordan Clarkson. Remember all those scrubs on the Lakers? Yeah, this is the thing. I want people to remember how bad the Lakers were. The Lakers got turned down by LaMarcus Aldridge. Greg Monroe went to Milwaukee instead of going to the Lakers. The Lakers couldn't give away a max contract. And then the king came. And then along came a king. Along came LeBron James, and now all of a sudden Anthony Davis requests a trade to the Lakers. Now all of a sudden, I hate to say his name after Game 5, but now Danny Green wants to come to the Lakers. Now Avery Bradley wants to come to the Lakers. Now all of a sudden the Lakers can get free agents. Ain't it funny how that work? Respect this man. He's God's gift to basketball. There should be no LeBron James slander. I don't care about injuries. You know why I don't care about injuries, people? Nobody cared that Kyrie and Kevin Love were hurt in 2015. Nobody cared. Nobody cared that Dwayne Wade played on one leg in 2014. Nobody cared. They said, LeBron, you should have won. So as far as I'm concerned, people, SMD. Bow your head. Bend your knee. Because LeBron James is the king. And that's it, that's all. There's nothing else that needs to be said. Subscribe to the unit if you rockin' with me. My name is Fisk Vegas, and I approve this message.